Howdy, folks. Today we're looking at Bill and Ted's excellent comic book number 6 from 1992 in Marvel Comics. As we hit the halfway point of our most strenuously non-bogus exploration of Evan Dorkin's early 90s Marvel tenure, I think it's worth the time to stress a very simple point, and one with significant consequences for understanding Dorkin's subsequent work and career. Put as simply as possible, he didn't have to go this hard. Marvel's Bill and Ted was technically a star comic, though that branding had been defunct for years, and the mid-90s would see a complete collapse of Marvel's Kids Comics initiative, ground lost along with foreign licensing and creator-owned material in the grist of the bankruptcy. But for the moment at least, Bill and Ted still shared a subscription form with Barbie, Captain Planet, and Kid in Play. And while both of Marvel's Barbie books enjoyed unsurprisingly long and distinguished runs, and it must be noted, a massively hypertrophied creative lineup, Captain Planet lasted only a full year, the redoubtable Kid in Play only 9 issues. If all these qualifications serve one purpose, it's to convey the degree to which no one, absolutely no one, was expecting Bill and Ted to be any good, let alone most excellent. No one was paying any attention. Certainly very few people knew who Dorkin was at the time, although he'd been working regularly for a few years leading into Bill and Ted. The era-defining alt-comic success of Milk and Cheese was just then getting underway, with the rest of his storied career not yet a dot on the horizon. Somehow Marvel looked into getting one of the best rookie cartoonists of the era to bust his ass on a year of labor-intensive comics that no one really saw, despite enjoying the widest possible distribution allowed by the comics industry circa the dawn of Image Comics. Dorkin seems to have gotten quite a bit from the exercise in any event, both in terms of the discipline necessary to hit monthly deadlines working for Marvel, and in the pedagogical quality of an ongoing, if brief, collaboration with Marie Severin. It's arguable that Dorkin learned all the wrong lessons in terms of the sheer density of gags and line work deployed to sell these disposable movie tie-ins. This issue features another escalation of the series' ongoing perils. Bill and Ted see trial for their crimes against the time stream as archvillain Denomalos escapes from hell with 10 associate fiends, including Al Capone, Benedict Arnold, and Alan, the most insane man in history. As it turns out, death is terrible at playing games, and there was a time not that long ago when mainstream American comedies and action movies both could build whole set pieces around Ingmar Bergman jokes, but those days are gone. Meanwhile, the boys' wives finally decide their wayward husbands have been gone for a suspicious amount of time and set off to find out why. There's a lot going on, in other words, with dozens of characters caroming off one another at ferocious velocity.